Welcome back, YouTube, to my Harvest Moon DS 100% playthrough, part 43. I am getting into the day of Griffin and Muffy's marriage, which is why I am sitting here at night waiting to go to bed, because it is time for them to get married. I really forgot, like, how sudden it is to get married in this game. So, I went to bed and woke up and was like, oh my god, it's time. It's time. So, yeah, here we are, a week later, in-game, of course. I also sound a lot better. I got my voice completely back, which is amazing. So I cannot wait to continue to get into this part. Hey, I'm actually marrying Muffy. She talked me into this somehow. Our ceremony is today. Please come. How? How did she talk you into it? I'm pretty sure a marriage does kind of equal, most of the time, both parties being thank you. It is my honor to preside over this wedding. Yeah, someday it'll be me. And now I will ask, it will never be Lumina and Rock, though. And now I will ask the bride, do you promise to love Griffin as long as you shall live? Yes, I do. I'm so glad that I can get her married in this one. Wonderful. And now I will ask the groom, you'll love Muffy forever? The reason for that is because Muffy... If you guys kind of got an idea of what it was like with some of her heart events, or if you just know of Muffy a little bit more, in general, Muffy is usually usually made out to be the older bachelorette that you can marry, and the one who seems to be the most desperate to try to find somebody to marry and be a partner with someone. She wants to settle down. She's ready to settle down. She's ready to have kids. That's who she is as a person, and usually is in most of these games. So that's why I like it when I play a game where if I don't choose her as my marriage candidate for that save, I can still get her married and she could still be happy. Because, like in A Wonderful Life, when you don't get her married, or you don't marry her, you basically get to hear her grievances about men for, like, the forever years after, and it sucks. Because men are not great. So, I'm glad that at least in this timeline I can make sure that she's happy and married. Yay, I'm happy. Calm down. Griffin, please stop making it sound like that she's, like, could just sound nicer. Sound more, like, happy. Don't be like the other men in her life. I now pronounce you are married. I don't think I really super like the way that they do the men's dialogue in these rival event marriages. I don't remember it being like this for the Friends of Mineral Town. And I kind of hope that that is the case. That I'm just remembering wrong. And that maybe they all sounded like that. Or maybe they did sound better in Friends of Mineral Town. I don't know. I kind of hope it's better than what is happening now. Anyway, that's all you guys get for now. I'm gonna try to skip until the Sheep Festival. Alright, we're finally back. One day before the Sheep Festival, because I figured, why don't you guys see how I pick my animals when none of them like me and none of them will win? God, I wish one of our animals would win. That would make it so nice. I also kind of wish that we had the... Oh, I forgot it was a Yam Day. Yams. Anyway, I also kind of wish that we had the same festival that we had for... in Friends of Mineral Town, where you could do the frisbee thing with your pets. I really do like it when the Harvest Moon games do include a festival with your pets, so that way they give you something else to do other than obviously training your dog to help keep the wild dogs at bay, if that is a problem for some people. Definitely not me. Make it like a little bit more useful than just training it for that, and be able to do something with them. I do wish that. But then again, that's also because, I'm gonna be honest, Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town was the introduction game for me into the Harvest Moon series. So I will always have a soft spot for that game, and that is the one game that I have bought so many times. So many times. I mean, I have the Game Boy Girl and Boy version. I'm pretty sure I also bought the Wii U. It's not really the Wii U version, but you know, obviously they emulated it onto the Wii U. I bought it then, and then I bought it with Story of Seasons. It is the one game that, like, I am a sucker for every version, every time. Every time. So, it is always going to be my go-to game, and the one that I do base a lot of things off of, if it wasn't already obvious before. So YouTube, that's something else that you can let me know. If you are a big Harvest Moon fan, which Harvest Moon game was your introduction, or which one was your favorite? I'm gonna be biased and say both favorite and first is gonna be Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town. Okay, I'm sorry. I also like that in Harvest Moon More Friends of Mineral Town, you actually get the chance to hit the mayor, because in that one, when you load into that game, they purposely advertise the farm to be well taken care of, and something that's like a little bit easier to step into and not starting from scratch and where nobody has taken care of the place for years. It was basically false advertisement that got you to quit your job. Relatively, I don't know if you really quit your job. I don't remember that far into it. I feel like I'm kind of confusing it with Stardew Valley a little bit. But I know you definitely leave your past life to come start a farm in More Friends of Mineral Town under the pretense that the farm would be a little bit better starting off than it actually was. So yeah, I love it. Which is also why I love it when you do start this game and you get the option of hitting the mayor, because it was Thomas, obviously. Thomas is from Friends of Mineral Town. Thomas is like, ha! You can't hit me. Ha! You can't hit me. Because he took the abuse from more Friends of Mineral Town. Nick, the sheep festival's at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Would you like to enter a sheep from your farm and lose? Yes, please. Okay, can we have a sheep? Oh. I don't know how I always forget to not shear my sheep. But god damn am I lucky that there's always sheep that haven't been sheared. Ooh, maybe we don't. Well, we'll see. We have some 4 hearts, but I also know from past experience that 4 hearts doesn't get us a win. Fuck! Yep, I think I fucked myself. Okay. Why not try from here? Hey guys, I don't think we can enter a sheep because I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish it would just tell you which sheep are not shored. I guess we'll just go down the list because I don't know which of the 2s are or aren't. At least the 4 heart ones are easy to know. That also means I got just super lucky. Hey man, I don't have a sheep. God damn it. I forgot! I thought one of your sheep would be good. Honestly, I would have lost anyway. Okay, so instead of watching me pick, you guys just watched me fail. Which might not be anything super new at this point of this playthrough. It's fine. Like I said, we were gonna lose anyway. Let's be real. As much as it sucks to think that we would have lost, it was definitely gonna be a loss. God, I can't believe I didn't pay attention. Or at least make sure I didn't shear the sheep. I'm such a fool! Oh, sweet, there's the horse. What else? Nothing else really happened in between the marriage of Muffy and Griffin. Nothing else happened. Come here. Nothing interesting. Just, you know, daily stuff. I did make the decision, though, that this year I am going to make an attempt to do whatever Thomas request comes up. I am totally fine with trying it out. And it's also partially because since I don't get trick-or-treaters where I live, I want to at least enjoy trick-or-treaters in a video game. So we're gonna do the Pumpkin Festival and then Thomas's request. Now I'm pretty sure the other festival that's midwinter is also one that talks about is the Thanksgiving Festival? Yeah, the Thanksgiving Festival where the girlies give us treats for the day instead of vice versa. Now, I don't think we will be getting any treats from I don't think we'll be getting any treats from anybody except for Lumina because everybody else is married. Sorry, rip Lumina. Or not rip Lumina, rip Lumina's marriage. I can't believe we don't get to see the crappy dialogue of Rock talking about marrying her. Since everybody else's dialogue has been kind of crappy. Yes, as you can see, I am still milking the cow with the milker. I kind of figured, since I'm being lazy and not petting the cow with the brush, I could at least make the attempt to milk it. Because at least this one I don't really have to worry about finding a spot that they dislike. It's a little bit more straightforward as long as I keep it on the lower half of the cow. So, in a way, it's easier and better. Sure, would it help the hearts go up faster? Motherfucker. This is also the cow that almost got sick, by the way. So, fuck you. Yeah, so obviously when I did do the marriage with Buffy and Griffin, we did have animals get upset. I swear to fucking God. We did have animals get upset. I think we still have 2 chickens that are not pleased with us right now, I believe. We'll see. As of right now, though, we only did get 1 animal. Only 1 animal ended up getting sick. It was a chicken, and it was Stitch. So, it was a lot better than the last go-around. But the last go-around, we also had, like, 2 or 3 marriages either back-to-back or very close together. So, it makes sense as to why that one ended up with so many animals getting sick. This one was definitely a lot more forgiving, and look at that! All of our chickens are happy now. Bonus! All of them are happy. I can put the medicine away. I don't need to worry about it anymore. I might have already put the medicine away. Who knows? Who knows? I am a little upset that I did not pay attention to the sheep, though. I knew I was gonna I knew, obviously, I was gonna try to do the freaking sheep festival, and then I went and just didn't do it anyway. I'm the worst. The worst. Maybe it's better not to have done it, so then that way my sheep doesn't come back home a failure. Who knows? I do really wish the game kept track, 1050, of how many squares of land I've watered. That would be so nice. That would make life a little bit easier on trying to figure out when I've done 50,000 pieces of land. Obviously, I'm not there yet. I'm also not at 50,000 fish yet, as well, by the way. Because, as you can tell, we did go by another Tuesday night of going to talk to Leia and give her a gift. Which, I did get lucky and actually finally managed to catch a couple of big fish. So, yay. That helped. Or at least I suppose would have helped. But yeah. I'm still talking to her. I'm still gonna work on getting her up to an orange heart, just in case things don't really super work out for us. Seeing as Lumina and Rock have already bugged, and there's the chance of the passing of 50 animals is bugged. I don't want to believe that, but I also really do want to at the same time, which would be super annoying because this is the farthest I've ever gotten on being able to marry the Witch Princess. And if I can't marry the Witch Princess after wanting to marry her for so long, I will be pissed. Because I really don't want to do this work again. Although, to be fair, the work would be a lot easier. Because it's not like I'll be... If I do, like, another random DS save or something on the side, it's not like I have to get all the sprites. Which is what's really also making the days and years go by shorter, because I am still trying to do the requirements to... Yeah, to get the... You know, get the people. Get the sprites. We are still just doing the bare minimum. I might consider going into the mine. Going into the mines during winter. Just to, you know, bring back the mines. Valley News Flash, the annual Sheep Festival will be held today. If you're going to watch, arrive at the beach venue between 10 and 6. We'll still go. The one thing that I did kind of wonder, is like one of the wishes of the Wonderful Stone a possibility to help? Oh, one of the available wishes is to give me an HS medal, which increases my casino medals. Not like that's, a super big thing for me now. We could try for the Wonder Stones. Wonderful, not wonder, wonderful stones. We could try for those, because there are at least 2 wishes that I wouldn't mind doing. The plea, give me an HS medal, or raise the shipping price. Maybe. We'll see. It's something to think about. Something else to break up the monotony of the same old thing every day. So I might consider doing that, just to also show off how the Wonderful Stones work. Because, I mean, I did work my butt off to get the 4th mine unlocked, so we might as well go in there for something. We did try for accessories last year, so it makes sense that we just keep making the winter our adventure month into the mines. I already know I'm gonna have to still go in during... I'll still have a year 5 winter. Mother. I'll still have a year 5 winter because of this whole ship 100,000 items. It is gonna be torture. Yeah, screw actual torture. Have somebody come and try to get the 100 sprites in the game. Or 101? It's 101 sprites. And obviously it's not as difficult as I'm really making it out to be, but it can be. It is just time-consuming and a lot of the same old, same old. But at least we got all of our crops up to rank 4, as long as you don't look at summertime. Can't believe I failed that one as hard as I did. Oh, wait. I already picked up the cat. I did say I could get rid of my medicine. Medicine can go back. I clearly did not give myself enough space for this stuff. There we go. Not that. There we go. Now that's enough space, and I've dumped everything out to where I don't accidentally try to sell anything that I shouldn't be selling. Now I just need to make sure that I actually put away some of the 4-star stuff for my cooking. I actually would have been I will be mad because we have not checked our other sheep barns yet. I will be mad if my sheep became unshorn. But I don't think that'll be the case. If anything, my sheep might be able to get sheared again either tomorrow or the day after. I should have left that barn. I'm pissed. Never mind, I'm pissed. Ah, shit. 1 day off. Are you fucking kidding me? I hate you, sheep. I hate you. Fuck! Yeah, I still hate you. Never mind, I can't hate you that much. Because if again, I'm gonna say this every time I think about Gastrodon, which is the full name of that one sheep that I accidentally just pushed out. Gastro, if I was told to pick a favorite Pokemon that was not a starter, it would be Gastrodon. I am kind of hoping that Gastrodon is in Pokemon Legends ZA, by the way. I don't think it will be, but it would be kind of cool if it was. Oh my god, also, speaking of Pokemon Legends, I cannot believe how far they want you to get up in the ranks before you unlock the Mega Evolutions. And I'm pretty sure it's because, like, if I remember right, the little bit of time that I spent in X and Y, because I never actually completed that whole game. Oh, you mother. The little bit of time that I spent in that game, I think you need a bracelet, and until we get that bracelet, we won't be able to do anything. And it seems like getting, or at least the way my one teammate made it sound like, once you get to that, oh, I didn't wait long enough! Once you get to that one rank, which I believe was N? If it was N, that's pretty funny, because that's the name of my... That's the first letter of my trainer's name. Which, another little bit of lore about that, by the way. The name Nick is from when I played Dream Daddy and made my dad Sona. His name was Nick. So that's why I still use Nick for any of the times that I end up using a male character. And then Rowan is pretty much my main female OC as well. which is why I use that name. And I love, though, out of most of the times, I am using those characters versus my name. Because I would rather use those characters first, or go into using a name from one of the animes or whatever that I'm watching before I use my name. I gotta be in the right mood to want to use my own name in a video game. Can't run from me forever. Trying to think. No, I really did the majority of the in-between festivals and things that I want to do with you guys today. I really didn't get to it last week, partially because I was sick, and the other part just because I just didn't have time. We actually have been playing a lot of Phasmophobia. A lot of Phasmophobia when everybody is available. So most of my free time that I would usually have to work on skipping days in this game ends up being used on Phasmophobia, which isn't that bad. It's obviously not that bad of a thing. Because I do like playing with my friends. That was That was a terrible decision all around. Oh, fuck off. Freaking saying I'm about to faint. Along with getting a bad milking game. Yeah. All you're doing is pissing me off, Gigalith. That's all you're doing. I really do love it when I just want to pick up the egg and the chickens just continue to get in the way. Really reminds me of Story of Seasons of Wonderful Life. Fuck off. Really does. That's like, honestly, my favorite minigame that's not an actual, like, official minigame is collect the egg before the chicken next door picks it up or sits on it. That is my favorite unofficial minigame of Story of Seasons of Wonderful Life. Or Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. It's a great time, man. Those chickens are really the worst. Really, 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 really the worst. Oh, I have fully given up on trying for the Lumina and Rock event. I really have. I've given it plenty of extra weeks to try to get it. And I don't know if it's because I had the bugged version of it or not. I'm not entirely sure of the reasoning behind it, because I know I talked about it before, but it's the when you go to try to do the events before the green rival event, and it happens at the sprite tree. When you go to try to do that one, it actually forces you to go to the beach, and then you end up doing the orange heart event instead. And so you end up doing the orange heart event instead, which is why I think that's why it got a little bugged, because since I did all of the rival events in the 4th year, I think the game kind of was like, oh, well, you already did the orange heart event. Ha ha ha. Even though I didn't really do it. So I think that's the rough kind of reasoning about it as to why I'm not actually triggering the orange one now. Is because the game already considers me having watched it. Yeah, I'm about to do it. Yeah, I'm about... God, I'm the worst. I think I'll honestly just save 5. Never mind, I'm saving 6, apparently. It's fine. Please? Okay, there we go. Oh, never mind, we're back. Okay. I did almost forget about doing this again. Okay, so save those ones. Why were... Oh, it was probably just because of the way things were stacked. Never mind. Obviously, we're keeping the large fish. Obviously. Okay. And see, guys, you didn't miss anything. Oh, I had 6 large fish in my fridge, but I think I kind of want to leave that for my fridge. Why? Okay. Alright. I love going through the particulars. About making sure that I'm getting all this done up right. A part of me keeps thinking that I should also quickly do the cooking, but I'm gonna do the cooking and picking of the yams just tomorrow. And by cooking, I clearly mean still giving the... Oh, it's finally gonna rain again. Still giving the baby sprite the curry rice. I did have one more moment of the baby sprite giving me a gift. I don't remember what it was now, but yeah, the baby sprite did give me a gift. And apparently I still haven't found the max amount of money that the sprites can cost. It went up again. It is now at 300. They're not even catching me enough fish to reach 50,000. Why are they so much? Starting to bug me. To also solve the problem of it being so expensive, in a way, I almost want to start like working on one specific sprite until I get them up to a pretty good friendship level. But then I keep remembering how much money I have, and that I really shouldn't care. Really, really, really shouldn't care. Oh, the idea to still try to get rank for pineapples and corn is to plant them in the waterfall. The waterfall cave. That is still the plan. Obviously, we have to wait for pretty much an entire year, but that's the plan. Ugh. It really does kill me that that waterfall cave doesn't work like other places in other games. But to be fair, the games that I'm thinking of are either remastered or changing certain things, doing quality of life changes to mechanics in this game to be put in their game. That's also a thing to think of. Oh, it is gonna be really weird. I kind of wanna put it out there that I'm kind of hoping I can reach the end of this playthrough of getting all the sprites by January. I think I do want to try for that. Mainly just because I also understand that I'm only uploading one video a week on this. So it's understandable that it's going to take a while. And then, of course, the requirements in the game are also very big and very time-consuming. But I also kind of want to see it get done by then. Ah, whatever. So, who knows if I'll actually be able to accomplish that. But that is something that I would like to work toward. We are getting closer to the end of the year, so I mean, it's obviously a big thing to think about. But we also have to remember... that we are... in the second half of our 4th year. And in some way, shape, or form, I feel like we should be getting done at the end of year 6, but then I also remember how many yams I need to ship, and, it sucks. It sucks. It's so many yams. I don't know if I chose the correct crop. I don't know if I should have used my waterfall. No, I shouldn't have. Because the waterfall cave wouldn't have done anything for me, because they just would have died. They would have just died anyway. I could have started working on it a long time ago, technically. I mean, like, I really did have the money to be able to build the basements a lot sooner. I did have the money for that. So, could I have planned better to have gotten a decent start on it? Yes. But there's no reason to have regrets about it. I swear to God. Now, I will always have regrets over this grass. Other than it is super nice not to have a lot to clean up off my farm. That is a huge plus. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I am going... Just to make it easier on myself, I think I will go ahead and next autumn do the extra planting of yams just on my farm. Don't do anything else next autumn besides planting yams. I don't know if I will really plant anything in the spring. If I did plant any other crops to try and level up or just to have, I will most likely do the flowers. Because there are flowers that you can plant in this game, I just have never cared for it or wanted to bother with it. So, if I was gonna plant anything, it'd probably just be the flowers so I can get them going. Other than that, we don't really have anything else in the crop department. I do really wish I knew how much longer I had until the tool this levels up. It seems like a lot, because I don't even think... I'm pretty sure I have to reach the end for it to be level 1. Because I'm already past that. And I don't know. I do also think that it's weird that I have not reached the 300 wool thing yet. I feel like there's something broken. Something more, just because it's taking so long. And it's probably not broken. I'm just impatient. Actually, you know what? I might try... Oh no, I said I was gonna try... I was thinking about trying the Lumina and Rock event again as the season changed. And I might even try it. I might also try it in the 5th year. Just to see if at least letting the next year come will help consider the game to let it happen. I don't know. I'm still willing to try. But it's definitely not going to be in this month. I.e. also not in this part. Maybe because I'm not spending the entire day screwing around, you guys will be able to see me give a gift to Leia. And you guys can give me luck on catching more large fish. That would also be super helpful. So much of the same old, same old. Oh, I did cut down a lot of the wild grass. The weeds. I did cut down a lot of the weeds in the areas where I could possibly get the red magic grass and more of the toadstools, just because I really want to be able to get more of those, or at least make sure I have enough to last me another year with the Witch Princess, even though I don't necessarily need it, because using those was more of a helpful way to get me to a red heart. Not like I really needed to rush that, of course. I absolutely did not need to rush that, but I don't need to give her her most favorited items, 1140. Because we are already looking pretty good in that department. Pretty good. At least you guys know that I am sticking with my one random quick thought, that I will marry Leia if somehow things are bugged with the Witch Princess. That is still the backup. Because I always need backups for all my plans now at this point. Because even though I am playing the European version and not the North American version, I still feel like because of how bugged this game was in general, that I'm still gonna have issues with things that I hate. But it is what it is. Yep, I'm glad you like it. Thank you for walking through me, even though you didn't even, like... I don't even think she did the whole animation of being stuck on me, either. Pretty sure that was just the game hating on me, trying to save up toadstools. Oh, and then, of course, it also gives me better chance at the red, Is this also red magic? Red magic... Red magic, red flower. Ah, I see. Anyway, the red magic flower. It also makes it super nice of having this, the weeds cleared out to give a chance of that also spawning in. Since that is another favorite thing of... of Leia. Again, like I said, backups and backups. I need them all. Yeah, I think we'll end on Tuesday. That way you guys can see me working on her. Oh, it's gonna rain. Shit. Hold on. Hold on. Listen, it is gonna be kind of nice when it is winter, though. Because then I don't have to worry about getting my animals in and out. I just leave them inside the entire time during winter. I don't care. It's really not worth the pain of bringing them in and out. Especially when I remember a lot of my winters mostly being snow, 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 snow. Oh, and even though I don't have to worry about the blizzards that happen, or no typhoons happen here, obviously, during autumn, but I don't see a reason to... Ooh, more rain. I don't see a reason to have that, to stop saving at night. Just to save a little bit of time or whatever. I don't see a reason to not do it. It has saved me a couple of times when I go to load up the next day. And, like, for instance, if I didn't save the night before, I would not have been able to get Muffin and... Muffin? Sure, I just put their names together. Muffy and Griffin's rival marriage. Would not have been able to get that on recording. Because I did. I forgot what day of the week it was going to happen. Cool. So I just went ahead, slept to the next day, and then, wouldn't you know, there was a wedding. So I was able to just quit the game, and then wait until I could start recording, and be able to get it together. So it was nice. Ugh. The only problem of having you guys stick around until Tuesday is that we're gonna have one more yam day. One more. One more for the road. I also don't need to pick up any more red magic grass. We have 90, which is the exact amount that we need to make it to next autumn, so I'm not gonna stress myself over picking it up. I'll still try to find more toadstools. Which, you want to know the one thing that would really help us out with that, by the way, is also getting that mushroom house. Maybe I should just get the mushroom house. Maybe I should. I might. Today isn't a day where GOTS is closed, so we could get it. Because this is the first year. I think it's mostly because I just didn't continue to clean out the plots all around the valley. But this is the first year where we did not get any fucking toadstools. Any. It's pretty bad. I know I've been continuing to give her toadstools as time has gone by as well. But, like, goddamn! I didn't... Oh. I don't think I actually pet you. I did not. I did not expect there to be nothing. Or almost nothing. Okay, by the way, if I get desperate enough, 1, to have another sheep barn, and 2, to try and give enough animals to the Witch Princess, it will be the coop. It will be a coop, and specifically the coop where I put all my hatched chickens. Not ideal, I know. But I cannot get rid of Totoro and Kiki. And at least half of that barn that has them is also hatched chickens, so that kind of helps. But just so you guys know, if something were to come up like that, that is who would be leaving us. Even though if Giggly gives me medium milk again, it might be him too. That's what I thought! Listen. I saw Crowley in Good Omens threaten his plants, and they did better. So clearly it works. Stop. Oh man, it's also really sad to know that we are most likely not going to get a 3rd season to, like, fully round out the whole Good Omens story. All because of the author being a piece of shit. Again, men being problematic. Who would have ever guessed? Get out of here! Oh my god. And it's raining too, so it can go by a little bit faster. Just a little bit. It is also kind of weird not having anybody to, like... I know I really didn't go through many months of having to give gifts to people to befriend them and everything. I know that didn't really last very long, but it still feels weird that I'm not doing it anymore. I mean, yes, I'm still giving gifts to the baby sprite and to the witch princess, but that's still different. That is still different in its own right compared to everything else. Everyone else. I did put the friend bracelet or pendant, the friend pendant, back into my bag. So that way when we are talking to Leia, I'm getting the most amount of points out of that as I can. So is the blue magic flower the exact same thing? I am intrigued. But I also don't want to pick it unless I have to. It probably is, and I just never noticed it. I'm doing so much better right now on covering my coughs. I don't remember when I predicted the time when I could finally stop giving gifts to the baby sprite. I do also love that I said I don't need to pick up any more red magic grass, and I've picked up more. This will be the last day that I pick up red magic grass. How about that, brain? Will that suit you just fine? Oh yeah, and buy the mushroom house. I need to make sure I'm back home before 1. I might have to stop looking for things. Okay, we might be a step or two farther than like 2 seconds ago. But that's because my encoder or graphics card took another shit. Now, there's a chance that when every time I update NVIDIA on my graphics card, basically, I need to check on my encoder to make sure I'm not running on an old one or an older version, because that has come across a couple of times before. So apparently I need to start being slightly more proactive and looking at that, paying more attention to it, and hopefully it'll be okay. Thankfully I didn't lose my video, so here we go again. Oh, I was buying the mushroom house. That's what I was doing. God, I almost forgot what I was doing because I got so concerned. I love it so much. Fair. So if I don't have enough, then just say, do you want to instead have you prepare the material? That'd be much easier. Yep. See ya, my man. Okay. Honestly, I think that was the last thing I needed to do. I really do. I don't think I had anything else that I needed to do. I think I did everything. Yeah. Of course, now I'm worried about forgetting anything. But today isn't Tuesday, and I know I already slept or relaxed in the spa, so no. So nope, I think we're good to go. I think it was just I needed to do that. Pretty sure that was it. Hold on. I have a call that I should pick up. Alright, sorry. Like I said, not like a super important call, but it was still something that I needed to answer and address. It's a great day for recording. It's exactly how you want everything to go when you're recording. Your computer shutting down because the encoder was bad. You know what? I shouldn't complain. Even if things, didn't work 100% well, I have never lost footage yet. Even with problems that I've had over the time. Like, that's the one thing that I've loved so much about OBS so far, is the fact that I have never, don't do it. I have never lost footage. Unless I forgot to unpause or restart the recording. I've never lost it. And so, like, that is amazing in itself. So, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna be happy that even though I had to, up the brakes for a few minutes to restart stuff, it's fine. Because it's much better than what it could have been. I also may have just realized that I have not eaten lunch yet. Okay, great. The power of coffee. Iced coffee. Although, it wasn't iced coffee that I had, it was a cold brew, but I mean, still, it's still cold coffee. It's something about it that just fills you up. Hey, don't be like me. Remember to eat food. Instead of just playing video games over and over and over again. But yes, good golly. I think that's the thing that can help me. Because I think that's what caused my graphics card to delete itself off my computer before. I never looked over quick enough to try to see what the problem was the last time it did it, because I was also playing Warframe. Yeah, I think I was playing Warframe at the time. Or Marvel Rivals, or just something that was, like, more intensive than good old Harvest Moon. And I was also streaming at the time, too. I don't know if there's a difference. But the last time that it happened, I didn't catch it. And so this time around, I think I was able to catch it. It's because I was using an old, incompatible encoder. So I just, every time I level up, it's leveling up. Every time I upgrade, I just have to recheck that to make sure we're good. That we're good and good and good. Anyway, as I promised though, still gonna do this Tuesday. We'll probably sit in the spring all day until it's later. So then that way we can catch fish in hopes of getting more large fish for us. That is basically the plan. Or that is what I've done. Honestly, most of the days when I'm skipping, I am sitting in the spring until roughly around 6 o'clock. And then I just go to bed. Mostly because I don't want to spend too much time sitting in the spring so I can continue moving the days along. But also so I can get to work on that. Oh my god, I forgot you're here. Hey, you're building a mushroom shed. That is why I came. Where will you build it? Well, thankfully, exactly where you started this. Wow, and it fits right next to the grass. Okay, let's get started. It'll take about 2 days, you will be pleased. Thank you. Thank you. It is everything I could have asked for. It's probably also a really good thing that I'm getting this done now, while I still have more than just the one toadstool that I'm saving up for next year's Harvest Festival. Because then I can make sure that I don't remember how to set up the mushroom shed. Or if I can turn the mushrooms into seeds. I don't know how it goes. So it is a very good idea to keep a few more, just so I can figure it out. We'll see. Sheepy, sheepy. What's even worse is that I think I did miss, like, the hints that I may have been running on a bad encoder. Because I just figured that maybe it was just because it was having difficulty... My computer was having difficulty running Marbles, OBS, and not recording at the same time as Marbles, but because I was running Steam and Marbles and stuff, I kind of figured that's why the encoder was having problems. But now that my graphics card deleted itself for the second time, I think that might have been the problem. Now, I am kind of wondering if the reason why I'm having that problem to begin with is because my computer is on the older side. It truly is on the older side. But I also really don't like the idea of buying a new computer, honestly. Because now they're just forcing AI bullshit on. And I really, really don't want AI on my computer. Which is why if I was to buy a new one, I need to look into that. I think it's Linux. Don't quote me, though. If I were... No. If I were... It would be to... I would be wanting to do something else than Windows. Because Windows is heavily forcing AI down everybody's throats! Oh my god, it's great. I also panicked for a second because I remembered how one of the things that I did in OBS reverted itself back when I restarted it. And I was suddenly concerned about you guys being able to hear the game. Thankfully, you guys have been able to hear the game. I just checked. You're good. Ah! I still find it hilarious at how much I see my mic moving when I do this minigame. Or mic moving when I do any of these Touch Club minigames, honestly. But I don't think it translates very well onto the video. I don't think it does. Just like there was something else. Oh. One of my recent TikToks that I did. I had really hoped that my mic had picked up me drinking my drink. And you know, when you get down to the bottom of a fountain drink or an icy like I was drinking that day, and you have like that slurping noise, or not slurping noise, that's not the correct way to describe it. But you have that noise of it being clearly at the end of the drink's lifespan. And I was really hoping that my mic had picked it up for the moment, for the bit that I was doing, and it didn't. Maybe if I turned up my volume a little bit louder, I probably would have heard it. And maybe it was just because it was just too quiet. But I really wish it did pick it up a lot better than it did. But that's okay. It is what it is. Sometimes it just don't work out the way you want it to, and that's fine. Especially when you're trying to do something that needs to get picked up by a... No. Picked up by a mic. Picked up by a mic that is used to be picking up only voices. That does make a difference. Some would even say a big one. I am constantly checking my mic volume, by the way, too. Because when I got my computer going again, I could see that it changed the volume on my mic. Dude, I also love it that you can tell that something big happened with your computer. Because, like, one of my obvious clues was that when I went to go check... oh, God. When I went to go see why I seem to be quieter? No, not quieter. Sorry. Why I seemed... Oh, like, it didn't seem as bright on my face. And that's because, along with losing my graphics card, I also lost the ability to change the brightness on my computer. Don't we just love display drivers? And graphics cards and PCs and all of its goodness. Sorry. If it actually wasn't so hard to, like, understand computer problems, and to be honest, if I didn't look over as quickly as I did when the problem happened, I don't think I would have ever even known what it was. I would have been guessing again, trying to figure out what caused my computer to crash to begin with. It is good to know the problem now, though, so hopefully I can keep it from happening ever again. By basically keeping an eye every time that I have to update my graphics card. Just check my OBS, check my encoder, make sure it's not bad or old. So yeah, in a way, there's still a lot of, like, PC stuff that I could learn as, or gain as habits to try and help future problems like that from happening. But because I still only know a base amount of things, it doesn't help. I'm so happy I met you, Nick. I really am. Well, can you maybe just help the witch princess love me? So I don't need to worry about this? Oh, I'm also not gonna lie, too. If I ever do change computers, I'm not gonna be a huge fan of doing it. Mainly because I have all my settings perfectly the way I want it in OBS. And since I haven't done it yet, I don't know how easy it will be to move everything over onto a new setup. I don't think it'd be much more difficult than just... because I know you can save profiles and stuff. So if I just saved the profile and transferred those... made sure those files were transferred over onto the new PC, it probably wouldn't be that bad. But a part of me is also afraid of it being more difficult. More difficult than it sounds. Because it is a PC after all. 1, 2. Aw. I thought I muted my mic. Sorry. I didn't. I didn't. I have to go piss, but I want to finish this video. And then I'll go. Promise I'll take care of myself. Also, eat lunch. I do need to make sure that I do that before I start, before I move into any other video work. Streaming. Oh, wait. Because wouldn't you know it? I do record these videos right before I stream. Makes it pretty easy. to get set up for stream, or at least get in the mood for recording, because everything's already set up and ready to go. So yeah, you know what, I'm kind of lazy. I don't think I really needed to blow my nose, but I think it'll help. But, okay, so this will be the last time that I'm sitting in the spring today. So we are down to 128 times left in the spring. In sitting on the goddess spring. You know, a grand old time. So we're getting closer and closer every day. Wouldn't it be really funny if when I go to try to catch fish tonight, we finally proc the 50,000 fish? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be grand? I think it'd be great. I don't know why I zipped there. Hey guys. I hope you guys are actually fucking working hard. Because it doesn't seem like you guys are catching fish very fast. Not as exciting. Because like I said, the more big fish that we can catch, the better. Because that is her favorite gift, is the big fish, of course. One of the things that is the hardest for me to achieve in this game. Awesome. Frickin' bones! I didn't hold it down long enough. I'm just bones. What the fuck? Okay. Why do I get just one large fish? And then the game's like, you don't need any more. You don't need any more. Come on, guys. Catch more fish. Get the 50,000 before the end of this year. See ya. I'm begging. Ugh. Cool. Not at all what I wanted. I don't remember if I caught one of those before. Probably not. Oh, I swear to God. Swear to God. Either way, this will be the last fish before we leave. We got nothing. And we got nothing to show for it. Okay. I was about to be a little upset if she wasn't here because of it being rainy. I was going to be a little upset, not going to lie. It's a big fish. That's my favorite. Nick, it's late. Aren't you sleepy? Don't work too hard. Recently, I dream about you a lot. I wonder why. Because I am always, first and foremost, always a menace to society. because I wanted to marry the witch princess. And I should have just married you because I could have been married a long time ago. Okay. Well, now I don't have too many days before the pumpkin festival for in between, but man, it is raining. It is raining now. Okay. So, thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this part. Sorry that I couldn't actually participate in the sheep festival. I did forget to pay attention. Last year we did get lucky and actually had a sheep that wasn't sheared yet, so that way we could participate. So this year I got kicked in the ass because I didn't do what I said I should have done. Not shear my sheep in the week leading up to it. But I'm sorry, I see that the wool and I just want to collect it. I just want to get the freaking 300, right? Yeah, the 300 times to get wool, so I can pretend to see the 700 times to get wool. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, so thank you, YouTube. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I think I already said that. You know, I like going around in circles. I will be doing the Pumpkin Festival and Thomas's request next time. So hopefully I will see you guys in that part. If not, thank you so much for your support. With all the likes, comments, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate it a lot. I am kind of surprisingly close to being able to, sadly, put ads on my YouTube videos. But we'll see how it goes. So, thanks guys. See you next time.